It's a wonderful, wonderful crowd. Like half of them are brand new, shockingly enough.
Half of them are what?
Brand new, never been to one of these shindigs
Welcome
before.
to the party. We love it. Hey, I have a question actually for you newbies. Like, what's the draw? Like, we've been doing this for so long. I'm always so interested.
Why
Like,
did it take you this long? I'm just kidding.
no, it's just, I guess, is there like an online presence? Is it like, Or you guys all like connect? I feel like half the time y'all come here to see each other and we're just like a bonus. Yeah, I love it. I'm so this has honestly been like the biggest blessing to my life. So thank you all for blessing us.
So Alaina and I have known each other for, I was just trying to figure this out in my head. It's 2025, we met in 2000. What year was Stargate Universe?
2008 or 9.
So I think it was 2010 when we met.
Because you came on
I
second
came
season.
in season 2. I show up and Alaina's got like 2 children at her side, one in her belly. Yeah, no, seriously. She was so kick-ass.
I'd always be like, I've always had like a baby on set.
Yep.
And like I'd get to my trailer and like, you know, when you're nursing a baby, you're like, I'm ready to feed the baby. And like someone's in the trailer like, I just fed them. I'm like,
Oh, great. Now I have to come.
yeah. Great. Boob talk.
But we've been on 2 shows together.
Yeah.
But literally never together.
No. We never worked together on Stargate?
No.
Oh.
Did we ever have a scene together? No. I had all my scenes.
With David.
Did we have
What about the
anything like
mess
this?
hall or something?
Were you in the scene where we were in the mess hall? Well, we probably had lots of mess hall scenes, but there was one scene in the mess hall where I was wearing a full leather top to bottom. So every time I would reach for my cup, it would go, breathe, breathe. And it was just like in the silence.
Also, like on that show, like so many shows, it was handheld. So like you're on when you're not on. Like you don't really know if it's going to be your coverage because they might just pan over to you.
They were pros on that show with like the
Yeah.
triple handheld camera guys.
Yeah, that was the best show. But you know what's also really cool about any show like this? I always try to teach people how to read a film schedule, especially like my parents if they're helping with my kids, or like my kids if they're helping with my other kids or whatever. I send them the one-liners. We get this breakdown of like how the scenes are going to go throughout the day. And I try to teach people, and I'm like, if you see that I'm in, like my number corresponds to my character, if you see my number in like, for example, on Universe, I was in the infirmary and in the mess hall, and those were the same set, they would flip. So a lot of times, even though I'm peppered throughout the entire episode, I only ever worked one day. Because we shoot like the infirmary in the morning.
Especially when you have 18 children.
Yeah. Justin Hartley, y'all know Justin Hartley? Yeah, he always introduced me, he's like, this is my friend Alaina, she has 22 kids. I got 4, it's not that many. I wanted more. Yeah. It's not that I love kids, I like my kids. People are like, you guys love kids. I'm like, I like mine.
Yeah. Well, we should
I like your kids.
We should also. I like your kids.
Thanks.
Fantastic. We should do a show together where we are like in scenes together.
Well, you
that's
are a
an idea.
writer, so
Actually,
go for it.
I've already started.
I know, I've already read one of your scripts.
No,
She's
but
an amazing
I
writer.
have one that you have not read that you are in.
I love
We play
it.
sisters. She doesn't know. She truly doesn't know this.
But this,
And it might take 5 years for me to write it, but I'll write it.
it's okay. In 5 years, we'll still be sisters.
This is 5 years older.
Yeah.
Might have to change the plot, but okay.
No, it's perfect. No, Julie's a great writer. I think this is an interesting aspect of our business that like should be talked about more. Like there's like a currency that you have, I think, as a creative person. And if you're waiting for your acting phone to ring, it can be really painful.
You can't. I mean, you could, but you're going to be depressed.
Yes.
Unless you're like super, you know. There are some people
Even
that don't
then.
have to wait. Like it just rolls that way for them, and that's great. But most of our contemporary, they're all doing multiple things.
Yeah. And I think it's just really important on an emotional level.
Yeah.
But I also think that applies to every person. I think we should all have
Yeah.
creative outlets Do y'all have creative outlets?
Yes. All right, I see a line forming over there.
Oh, let's go. Should we go
Let's
left,
give it up
right?
for-
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Aja. My question is for both of you. You both play such strong women in your characters, so I just want to know if there's something you have to do to get into that headspace where you're like this take no nonsense woman who's like has an attitude and can just like talk back and be kind of villainous when you need to.
Turn 35.
Perimenopause?
I feel like, I feel like past 35, you're like, you know what? Don't give no shit. Okay. And your kids are like, Mom, and you're like, anyways. I think, like for me, Abaddon, I take no credit for her. She just kind of became. I just allowed. I loved the energy that sort of came through her. She also like was without human quality, so to her detriment, you know. I think, yeah, it was a fun aspect to play.
I feel like for me, I'm kind of like quietly strong in my real life. Like it's probably not something that the first thing someone would say about, oh, Julie, she's like super badass strong. Like but I do think that it kind of lives, and just like it does with all of us, it's there, right? We all have the ability to be badass, strong women or people, but you know, I think that there's little bursts of confidence that need to kind of get that to the surface. And I think, you know, when you're acting, you're just playing. So it's like, let's see what this feels like. Oh, it feels fucking good. You know? And then you know, see what you can take into your real life.
I think it's also fun when you're on a show, and it's been my experience, and I don't know if it's yours, and actually you can probably speak to this on a writing perspective as well. A lot of times, like, it's a relationship with the writer, the actor, and the character, and so like you show up and bring the page to life, and then it inspires the writing.
Right.
So it kind of becomes this relationship of sorts. Yeah, do you have that experience?
Oh, for sure. I would actually say the most interesting case for that for me is Mad Men, which I know this isn't really a Mad Men crowd, but it's a great show. And if thank you, one person. But I will say with Mad Men, what was a super interesting experience for me was I was hired I auditioned, it was one line. It was she was literally just a secretary. And I was like, cool, I'll be just a secretary, but also I'm gonna be a full human being, and I'm gonna have opinions about my boss, and about my job, and about how I feel about everything. And so it really was this wonderful, organic experience where I tried something, and the writers noticed it, and then they kept writing for that. And so I would say actually, Hildy on Mad Men was quietly strong. She did not take shit,
Especially in that era.
I mean, she did what she could you know, you can only push that so far before you get fired, especially back then. So, and she did. She did eventually lose her job. But she held on for many years being quietly strong. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Charlotte.
Hi,
That was
Charlotte.
a really great question and a great eloquent answer, and now I'm about to pull a complete 180.
Okay.
Is it a prank question?
No, oh my God. Who do you think I am? My question is, do you know what a golden toilet is?
Like literally?
Yes, no,
Like,
I guess I don't.
metaphorically.
Or metaphorically?
no.
No.
It's like one of the most expensive yet dumbest things that you own.
Okay.
Do you have one of those?
Oh,
I'm too cheap for that thing.
yeah, I have 4 kids, y'all.
Yeah,
Everybody needs shoes and they're fucking hungry all the time.
yeah. You have hand-me-down shoes, and the next kid's like, Mom, these have no sole. You're like, tape.
I have no
Yeah,
soul.
duct tape.
Do I have something like, no, I think like, No, I think we're both pretty.
I feel like DJs, did you
conservative.
ask DJ
Yeah,
that question?
DJs
He'll
are
have
good.
some answers for you.
Yeah.
No, I'm not, I don't.
I just like, I really appreciate when I can feed my kids well.
Yeah,
That seems very luxurious.
yeah. Thank you.
Get me a golden toilet one day though.
One day.
One day. Hi.
Hi, my name is Alex. I wanted to ask, what was your favorite character from like that you played before?
I always say that like picking my favorite character is like picking my favorite kid. It depends on the day. But no, truly, like sometimes we get frustrated with our characters. I do. I know on Universe, I was very frustrated by TJ. Like I used to call her a crybaby. I was like, God, she's always like, I can't do it. She bothered me. And ultimately, like she taught me so much about vulnerability and asking for help and expecting to be loved and supported. And I don't know if that was really like in my wheelhouse at that time in my life. And so she really like taught me a lot. So I hold her very near and dear to me. And then Abaddon has been like such a blessing to my life, ironically, because she's Queen of Hell. But she's, brought me so much in terms of like this big, beautiful, global family that is supportive and going through really difficult times. I don't know if like I've ever said this publicly, but like y'all have gotten me through a lot of really terrible experiences in my life, and just knowing that we have this sort of global outreach has been very comforting to me. So I'm very grateful for Abaddon as well.
Yeah, it's always so interesting when you guys come up to us and share very intimate details of how the show helped you survive and overcome certain things, and we're like, we get it. Like we're with you. Like we feel the same way. I don't know if I don't know if I could choose one. I think there's like one kind of underdog that like I always wanted more of, which was on Fringe. I played like one scene, guys. But I loved her so much, and she ended up getting married to one of the characters on the show, but like they would talk about us, and we were like always on honeymoon, and I would be watching the show being like, oh my God, we're still on honeymoon, bring me back. But she was so weird and quirky, and it like let me be my weirdest, I think, which was really fun. But choosing one would be really hard.
Yep, thank you. There's so many characters that I've played that I never got paid to play. Like we audition, pretty much that's our full-time job.
Right.
Our full-time job is looking for a job.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like characters that I've been like.
I could name like 2 from the last 3 months. I'm like, I want more of that.
Yeah. And really it's an opportunity. A lot of times, my daughter's an actor, so I'll do her scenes and stuff with her, and I find myself giving her the same note that casting always gives us, which is have fun.
Yeah.
And
oh my God, I was just talking to David about this the other night. Our friend David, who he self-tapes me sometimes, and I self-tape him, and it was like a week ago I was doing something, and it's just feeling a little bit stuck on it, and we just talked about like, why do we do this? Like, why do we do this? It's fun. We play. And I think as you get older and then you have like families and children and bills, and like you forget why did we start doing this in the first place? And it's just to have fun. And just that reminder is, I do feel like I need that reminder like once a week. It's fun, just play.
Yeah, I think too, like just that those opportunities can like really get down. You can get down. Last year I think I had 67 auditions. I got 1 job. It's a good job.
It's actually
that's the ratio.
That's actually a good.
Yeah.
Actually a good ratio.
So you think about like the failure aspect of it, and you know, it has to be a reframe of like,
Yeah.
another like disappointment. Instead, it's like, I get to be creative today.
Yes.
I'll do the laundry and like pretty much drive my kids around, and then I get to go and like play and like live in this make-believe world, and it's like this little euphoric moment.
And I don't think we don't think about the little things you learn along the way of those 67 auditions, the little things that you can hold on to in your toolkit, where you've discovered X, Y, and Z, and now you're like, you come to a new character that needs that, and you're like, this, I know, I can wear this. This feels good. I know how to do this.
Yeah, it's like going to the gym.
Yeah, you're building muscle.
Yeah, it's a creative gym, y'all.
Yes.
We're gym rats. Hey, what's up?
Hi, my name is Tabitha. The other day, Alaina, you posted that you named your red wig Reagan.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know if you all had to name your characters' hairstyles, what would you name them?
Oh,
It's a great name.
Reagan's great. I know, I just felt like I put it on and I was like, ooh. Hi, Reagan. I don't know. I feel like
I love wigs for that reason.
Yeah.
Where you feel, I mean, I tomorrow and Sunday I'll be wearing my long hair extensions, and I love, it makes me feel different. Like I feel like a different person.
yeah, you know, it's so funny. Like white women, we don't usually wear wigs. All my black girlfriends are like, yeah, y'all gotta get some wigs. It's a whole experience.
Half my closet is like, I hang my extensions on like pant clips.
Oh.
So like 3 feet of my closet is just hair. It's just hair,
I
guys.
love this.
It's amazing.
It does. It totally transforms you.
And it's different shades too, because like
Yeah.
as a redhead that's not natural, every day of the month, every time you wash it, it's a different shade. It's really, truly, like red does not hold. I have to dye my hair once a month,
Yeah.
so it's a different shade.
I feel like, so on Stargate, I was like growing my hair. I had a pixie cut for a long time, and I was in between. I was on Smallville for a few seasons, and they would like only bring me in for the season opener, the mid-season, and the closer. And just so you guys know, as actors, so they hire you this one way, and then they drop you, and they unemploy you, and then they call you back in 6 months and like, hey, we'd like to come hire you again, but we want you exactly the same as you were for 6 months. And you're like, you know when you're growing your hair, and you're like that in-between stage. So I got to that in-between stage like 3 times, and they were like, we're gonna cut your hair. And I was like, okay, I'm just grateful for the job, thank you very much. And then I was on Stargate, Stargate. And for a while I only worked on shows that started with an S. And
It's in your contract.
it's in my contract. And then I was like growing my hair, so we came up with this hairstyle, which was like I twisted it and put pins in it. And that was like super controversial at the network level. Sci-Fi was
Why?
like, because they said it looked like alien ridges.
Oh, well, you know what's funny is I played an alien on that show,
Yeah, and you
and
didn't
when
have
I
ridges.
no, but they tried it on me.
They probably were inspired.
They tried to do it, and then we were like, oh, it doesn't really work. And so they ended up just pinning a few. They did pin like random things back, but they started with the twists.